Well, hello there guys, welcome back to our Let's Play as the Empire of the Sun. We continue. I must say, it's just so fun to actually have this particular Let's Play that I've decided to go ahead and upload another episode for you guys. So if you guys enjoy these early uploads, let me know. We're also trying to get our third army out here, and I've actually commenced some attacks on the Soviet lines, but I only want to hit the areas where I know for a fact that I have the advantage. And taking Vladivostok, for instance, would be a huge win. Also, taking Khabarovsk would be a huge win as well. So we're going to let our guys do their thing. Hopefully they do the right thing. We could set another available war goal against more of the enemy warlords, but I don't think that's in our best interest right now. Alright, let's see. Over here, of course, we're still pushing in, but it's really mostly the forces of Manchukuo. We're still trying to break into Yan'an province, but it's not an easy fight. There we go. There's a nice break-in over here, guys. So we actually get on the front and start helping our allies here. And actually 9 divisions on the way here. We could definitely make this work out. Coco, I've got my pigeon here on my shoulder. She is very pro-Japanese, apparently. Very, very happy that the Emperor is winning. Here we go. Attack Yan'an! Yan'an province is the key. And we're going to go ahead and take a look over here. We've got a few infantry divisions over here that want to move over. And this is going to be our 4th army. Okay, that one's on the way. Got these guys about to be there too. Really got to be right on top of Pusan. And actually, I think we got to wait for the rest of our troops to get here first. Fair enough. We could also switch send some of these air wings over there to help against the Russians. We already sent a few air wings over, but we definitely have a few with no mission, so it's probably a good idea to go ahead and consider sending them over pretty soon here. We're going to send those guys in, and air wings with no mission here, I'm going to send them over here to relocate at this airbase in Lautong. Once they get here, we're going to send them to the front lines, either to the front lines against Mao, or to the front lines against the communists in Russia, in the Soviet Union. Let's go ahead and try to get our insufficient resources up. We need some oil. What else is new? And the U.S. is still on good terms with us, which is quite funny. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to purchase some oil from them. We could even buy some oil from Venezuela. What the hell, we need more, so let's go for it. Now over here in Yan'an province, this is a problem. So, we're going to take the fighter by Shandong. Send him over to Yan'an. Damn it, Coco! And I'm going to make sure that he tries to get some air superiority. Getting enemy planes to stop coming to the region is a good thing too, but my main concern right now is air superiority. Still not 100% sure what I want to do with this army over here. Because part of me is thinking, you know, maybe we should put them on the front with the Soviets. Part of me is thinking, no, you know what? We should put them on the front with the Chinese and beat them that way. So, it should be about 19 divisions. In fact, oh yes, we've got Hisai Terauchi here. So I'm just going to take these 13. There we go. So we've somehow merged this one army together. I don't know how I did that, but at least now these guys are together as one army. So we're gonna go ahead and select all, and I think I want to bring them over here to the border of Mongolia. So let's put the front line right here. Obviously, if we could liberate Mongolia from the Soviets, maybe they would be willing to fight with us. I know that's asking for a lot, but we've got to hope for a lot in this war, and it looks like maybe we're pushing on Yan'an finally. I'm going to send whatever I can to support, but really we have most of our forces on the border of, with the Soviets, of course. And I don't mind them being there, at least not right now. Everybody on this border suffers. It's really not a good place. You can see that there's attrition on both sides. I'm going to try to break through here. Just try to make a few breakthroughs in the Russian lines and try to get to Vladivostok. Let's go ahead and hit them here as hard as possible. Hit them here as hard as possible. We will try to bring more increase the strength of our armies as we do this. Okay, there we go. Doing pretty good. Simon Budyoni is leading this army. I don't like that at all. Let's see if we can grab these guys and break through over here. I actually want to see if we could just get all of our units here first. We still got a few air wings with no mission, so we could actually send these guys in for some bombing runs. And close air support is exactly what I'm looking for, so that's perfect. Okay, right now they're providing close air support. I hope this works. I might have to rebase these guys. Let's take a look here. Alright, nice. We've got the communists trapped. Look at that. That's beautiful. So, if we keep pushing through, we've got to get to Yan'an eventually here. I'm going to try to go ahead and push through this way. May not work very well. We may need to go ahead and actually reorder that second army to come back and help out over here. But then again, cutting through Mongolia seems like a winning strategy, I guess you could call it. Alright, let's just come over here and try to get rid of them. At least we can do that much. Crush the enemy! There's always time to take Yan'an later. And we've still got these air wings with no mission, so we've got to figure out what the hell that's about. I want to see if I could just move them here. There we go. So we're going to get them to Shandong first, and once they get to Shandong province, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to provide some pretty awesome air support. Let's go ahead. Close air support. Yes, we're going to send it to Yan'an. Awesome, guys. We've also got some units here by Hiroshima, and I will rebase them over here at Liaofeng. Let's see if we're getting any closer. And we sever Sino-German ties. So this really complicates things, because we're actually in the Axis now. So I don't think it really does much, but I could be wrong. We're going to go ahead. We're going to press on Vladivostok. And, of course, taking the city of Vladivostok would be a big victory for Japan. Let's grab some units here. Cut through some other areas. Pretty sure once we get our reinforcements there, that'll be a lot more useful. Coco, you were going crazy, Coco. Alright, let's go ahead and select these units. I don't know if you guys hear her, but she's going nuts in the background. She's like, pay attention to me. Alright, we're going to send the Ulaanbaatar, attack of Ulaanbaatar. So we're going to try to cut right through Mongolia. And actually, our initial attack, as you can see, all across the front is working. And there we go. Germans have recalled their advisors. And it says, and so they should. And indeed, they should. So I'm hoping that this is going to be useful. I'm also going to send some troops over here to defend Zhangbei against the enemy. And I will take a look here at our national focus. We could still found our faction. So we could create the Daitya-Kyokin. But if we do that, of course, I don't know. That's... it's going to complicate things too. I mean, we would create our faction, but of course I would guess that this would end our war. Interesting. End our support, or I should say our German support for our war. It looks like they're still part of our war now, so I'm going to go for found our faction. That was our goal. But we're not in a faction, so we are in a faction. So we're going to have to go for Axis leanings. Joining the Axis would prove ourselves as masters of Asia. I agree. So we're going to try to make that happen, and in the meantime, we're also going to go ahead and try to improve some of these forces. So let's go ahead. Some of these are already pretty damn good, but I would love to add some tanks. So let me go ahead and get some tanks in here. Oh, come on. There we go. Armored battalions. And a heavy tank. Actually, let's start with a light tank. No. Damn it. And we'll save that. It's going to be a major change, obviously, for a lot of our forces. But We will persevere. Here we go, sending some of the Soviets reeling back. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and assist our guys over here too. And let's go ahead and also get a research unlocked here. Dispersed increase, definitely what we want. Especially since we were fighting on multiple fronts here. And the enemy still has Yan'an province. But it does look like our Chinese allies are pushing the communists back across the river. They're going to take Xi'an really soon, and that's going to be a huge bonus to our forces. Let's see. Looks like we may even take Vladivostok here. The Battle of Vladivostok. Take a look here at the casualties. So we've lost 12,000. Looks like the communists have lost 8,000 and 6,000 respectively. And look at these victories over here. I'm liking it. These units are totally crushed. They've really got no possibility of survival, and wouldn't it be awesome if we could get to Mongolia, get to the capital of Ulaanbaatar, and actually get a victory here? Really, really hurt the Russians. But I want to see how our German allies are doing against the Russians. And it looks like they haven't even attacked Poland yet. So things are, you know, set way back for our German and Italian allies, and I hope they do something soon. But right now, I don't see how they're doing a very good war against the enemy. I don't see how it's a very effective war. However, we are cutting through, it seems, the Maoist lines, and that's a huge bonus. Hey. Okay, some more dockyards. Don't mind if I do. I mean, we haven't actually gotten in many naval battles with the enemy because there's not that many of them in terms of navy. We've got port strike results, you know. This is the enemy trying to strike our ports. They didn't manage to kill anything, but still, it just goes to show you there's really not much here in terms of Soviets. I'm still going to send our guys out, of course, and try to hunt some enemies. So I've got convoy raiding set, but also search and destroy, I think is probably a good idea. Just seek and destroy enemy fleets. We certainly have the naval power to do it, so why the hell not? In the meantime, I also want to take these guys, try to cut through the enemy lines here once again. We're really micromanaging this front, and I think this is a step in the right direction. So there we go, liberating Vladivostok for the Emperor. We will dedicate it to the great memory of Hirohito. I'm going to go ahead and cut through over here as well. We're really trying to cut these enemies off totally. They're putting up decent fights. It's like the second we start beating them, they start to actually fight a bit harder. I guess is the way you could say it. And I'm actually going to send cavalry this way. These guys are doing great. One scary thing is the Russians do have tanks, so that definitely lets us know that when we start upgrading our armies, we want to take that anti-tank equipment if we can. If that's an option, we want to focus on anti-tank stuff. Let's go ahead and see if we can cut just right through the back of the enemy here, just basically slice their spine off. The katana blade, Banzai! Alright, let's see how we're going here. Still no closer to Yan'an. I mean, there are victories being won here. Obviously, this is the Chinese front for the most part. But I'm sure if we sent in a few troops, we could probably take Yan'an overnight. I'm not 100% sure, though. And that's why I'm not going to make that effort, at least not right now. Pretty soon, though, we can go ahead and just start dropping some units here. In fact, I think we can already drop a few. 1, 2, 3. And we want to add a few more here. Let's add more. And of course, we will start to merge these guys together and send them out to the battlefield. I also want to go ahead and see if we can improve our Hohai Shidan. We've got our light tanks here. Let's see if we can't get some anti-tank. That would be helpful. So we'll get some anti-tank for the Hohai Shidan. And some support anti-tank. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add a unit of Hohai Shidan. And let's also get some Kihei Shidan. And this is a unit we have not focused on much, so I'm going to try to get the heavy tank for it, and we might have to actually build the heavy tank. I believe we have to build a heavy tank factory. I'll double check on that. Got a light tank factory, no heavy tank factory, so yes we do. Let's go ahead with the Type 95, and it's going to take a while to start actually getting these in stock, so that's going to be a problem, obviously. Yup, anti-tank. Gotta go ahead and build another factory. And of course, as you can see here, we've already got these armies stacking, 7 divisions, so we could build this pretty quickly. I'm just gonna really build quite a lot of men here. Some more Rekentunsai, I should say. We're gonna go ahead and build them at Chigogu. And we can also go ahead and get some Dokurutsai Konsei Ryudan. So we're gonna trade a few of those, and I guess we'll put their location in Shitoku, home of the Shimatsu clan, I believe. And we'll add some units. Alright, best of luck. It's gonna take a while to get those guys out, but in the meantime, we're gonna continue our assault. Look at that, those Russians are getting smashed. Got a lot of infantry, but it's not going to stop the vicious attack of the Imperial Army. We're not going to allow that to happen. Our allies in nationalist China are doing great. So let's take a look so far. Guangxi Clique hasn't declared war, thank goodness. We don't want to have to go to war with them if we can help it, at least not now. And hopefully we'll be taking out Mao very soon here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care, and don't forget to hit that like button, and we shall continue our glorious Let's Play. Also, interestingly enough, it looks like we own Suyuan Province. I don't know how we got it, but we somehow cut through. And Shangxi Clique is still fighting us, but we do own their capital, so that's quite interesting. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and have a glorious day.